As you can see, Chief, the station here's iced over. To reach Eleanor Lamb at Fontaine headquarters, we'll have to clear the way. Now, in order to melt that ice, you'll need a plasmid, like a handful of hellfire. We used to sell a fine old product called Incinerate in the amusement park up yonder. Go on and find a way in. I've already been on all the rides.
Cloud! Fucking cloud!
You're a rare old model, son. Alpha Series, I believe. Now, Rapture's full of scientific wonderments just like you. And if we can sell them to the world at my price, well, curing your condition ought to be a cakewalk. Once we find Eleanor, the sky's the limit.
It's just a little...
Jam dandy. That'll get you in the park. But buying Incinerate's gonna cost Adam. It's a sort of genetic goo that lets you rewrite whatever God gave you. The Little Sisters carry the stuff, as you may recall, so you'll need to locate one. I heard whispering near the El Dorado Lounge. Have a look.
Listen up! Robbers! Get yourselves in! No fuck-ups this time! Daddy's home! Take aim! Fire! Run from the door! Open up, guys! Stop! Running out on me! Why not?
You heartless brute! How dare!
Hey, I gotta disappear! Oops!
Welcome to Ryan Amusements. Insert your ticket now. Half price for children under 3.
I am Andrew Ryan. Welcome to Ryan Amusements. Please enjoy the park.
I hear a creaking of the floorboards.
that pile of junk? You broke it, didn't you, Edna? Everything's down.
Lay a finger on me! Ridiculous!
Guide my hand.
Seems like everybody's on the go these days. Everybody but you. You still haven't experienced Ryan Industries' new spring line of plasmids. Isn't it about time you got caught up? Evolved today.
We lost another of the Alpha Series protectors today in testing. Somewhere outside the city limits, he simply vanished. For these men, Rapture has no walls. We must find a method of conditioning them against abandonment of the Little Sisters. Something physical, possibly even lethal. The lab aides are starting to call them Big Daddies. Perhaps there's some genius to that. Bonded pair.
Junk. You broke it, didn't you? Everything you touch turns to shit.
Mean. You're mean, Roger. It was probably your clumsy, fat hands that loused it up.
Typical bro.
You're worth nothing.
Seems like everybody's on the go these days. Everybody but you. You still haven't experienced Ryan Industries' new spring line of plasmids. Isn't it about time you got caught up? Evolved today.
I love the kids in Miss Englert's third grade class, but boy, I had no idea what I was getting into, volunteering to chaperone this New Year's sleepover party at Ryan Amusements. Donnie, get down off that exhibit, and I told you, spit out that gum! You'll choke! The kids' parents deserve a night off to enjoy New Year's, but I'm at my wit's end. Donnie, I told you!
You brought this on you!
Used to be, there was no margin in running the gift shop. I couldn't hardly sell off this tourist crap for a penny more than the cost of manufacture. Then I met a straight shooter named Sinclair. and he laid a sweet deal on me. Says he's got some hard luck folks down at Popper's Drop can whip up this junk at half the cost I used to pay. Yeah, I had to pick a needle or two out of the shipments, but all in all, nobody's the wiser, and I'm all the richer.
So we can see the baby all the time. I gotta disappear!
Until you arrive, Father, I'm trapped here. Smuggling these gifts out is the most I can do to help.
In ethical psychiatry, we must account for...
Eleanor Lamb speaking. Mum says I'm not to play with the other children because they're being raised on a diet of dog-eat-dog. I wanted to see these dog-eaters, so I waited until Mum was gone and went out to find one. And guess what? The dog-eaters wear human skins. It makes them look just like us.
Now that Big Daddy won't bite until you do. But to get to Lil Sis, you gotta put the old boy down for good. Take a breath, son. You did it. Now, just let her ride on your shoulders and she'll trust you like her own daddy.
Are we gonna
be together again, Daddy?
We're in business. Now, there are corpses all over Rapture, and little Dimples there can sniff out the atom on them. Find one.
Come on, Daddy. It's close. Skippy, skip, Mr. Blue. Big sister doesn't like snow poles.
I found one of those children at last. Filthy dress, all alone. I approached her, praying that it was my little girl. But she was gorging herself on blood from a corpse.
Was wrong.
It wasn't her.
Sufficient
I stared,
power to
just
any individual
reeling.
to create a
And then that
tyrant.
skinny,
We must therefore
armored
eradicate
freak that
tyranny
took Cindy
and
jumped me, shrieking like an animal.
to end
I escaped,
sin
but could
itself.
Cindy have become one of those
The family.
things?
That is
I've got to find her, now more than ever.
This way.
She's got a juicy one, but when she starts draining out the atom, the splicers will come running. Be ready before you set her down on that body.
That is a child of the family, not a toy for you to exploit and discard. It is fitting that you expire here. One more forgotten curio in Ryan's shrine to the self.
Here they come. Keep the splicers off her now till she's finished, or they'll never give up the hunt.
She must be sacrificed for all of us.
Could you?
You know you will have said. He is a revelation. Like
Now you know the stakes, son. But a plasmid costs a bit more atom yet. Keep it up.
Daddy's mad and will story.
she's fragile. All this rapid danger.
you about this one.
I just tell her, baby, I want a child, end the discussion. Just came back, huh? Come on! And I beg of old head, he doesn't like you! I got that talking! Hey, come on!
On the surface, the farmer tills the soil, trading the strength of his arm for a home and lands of his own.
Just let
Parasites say no. What was yours is ours. We are the state. We are God. We demand our share.
Adam, Daddy! Over there! See? Adam is here.
What's going on? Seven eyes! Seven horns! Good night! He's gone! Wicked, wicked man!
It's this way.
That innocent lamb! Unhampered!
Adam, Daddy, right here.
I do not hate you, Delta. Indeed, I care for you in equal measure to any other sentient creature. But I cannot sacrifice 1,000 of my children for one rebellious son.
Ridiculous! This
Running out of
I'm telling the other girls that I have the best.
All right, Chief, we've almost got enough Adam now. To get the rest, you'll have to take care of that little sister. There should be one of the air vents they favor in the workshop. Bring her down there.
Almost home again, Daddy.
Yes, 3 little Asian hands, that child monster!
I never used the belt on him or shouted him or nothing. I do everything right.
Rapture is a paradise of the ego, Eleanor. Under Ryan, the voices of an entire city sing the virtues of greed and pride. But truth, rather, is in the body. Already they grow weary of struggling against one another in fruitless competition. Observe the bent backs, the drawn faces. Ryan promised us more, they seem to say.
On the surface, the scientist invests the power of his mind in a single miraculous idea and naturally begins to rise above it. An artist strives to frame his ideals in an image, to challenge his audience and make his vision immortal. But the parasites say, no, your art must serve the cause. Your ideals endanger the people.
Accept his words, sinner.
See you in the morning.
On the surface, your parents sought a private life, using their great talents to provide for you. They learned to twist the lies of church and government, believing themselves masters of the system. But the parasites said, no, the child has a duty. He will go to war and die for the nation.
Even Daddy's toys have toys.
Welcome
I met with Sinclair today of Sinclair Solutions. It's this pseudo-legal firm he set up to take problems Ryan doesn't want to admit he has and make them go away. I could fill 40 front pages of the Tribune with stories about this fella if he wasn't paying me not to. And he's got work for me, right? I ask what, and he flashes me these $1,000 Steinman teeth saying this job will, quote, change history, end quote.
Heavens! This way.
Sleepy time is near.
I know this facility is vital to the preservation of secrecy and Rapture, but seeing myself transformed into that lurching, waxen nightmare, do children truly respond to this? Still, I spoke to a young man exiting the park after the grand opening, asking him what, if anything, he had learned here. He said his chores didn't seem so bad anymore, as long as Mother wouldn't send him to the surface.
Now, Tannenbaum would have you turn that sister human again. You'll get just enough Adam for our purposes, and the girls will likely try to repay you somehow. But Rapture's a high-stakes town, son, and she is a jackpot. You just have to be willing to take it all. You'll harvest more Adam than the price of one plasmid, so the rest is gravy. Think about it. Down here, it's your survival or hers.
Death shall be no more. You promise. It's a bad promise. Death shall be no more.
Well, our Tin Man had a heart all along. Personally, I call that a liability, but you have enough Adam now. Barely. Head to the Hall of the Future and splice up with Incinerate.
She's brilliant. We cannot silence Regan.